Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Longhorns will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Under fire! And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Vols decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Longhorns offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give headed toward right tackle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's in open space downfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulls it in. It's Hussein. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown ball!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, they blocked the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going up top. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it.
There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off play action. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
29.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Volunteer! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A quick strike
such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Georgia Southern. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete on the shuffle. And the ball squirted out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got it behind the line. It's Gee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run from the shotgun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive lineman do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Got a little space. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff
breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once it caught the ball.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quick completion on the out route. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is good. It's now a one-possession game, 16-10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gee. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he Just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. The quick out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, somewhat.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Unloads quickly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quick release on the RPO. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. we've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's got it on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Vols come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. Card in the backfield. It's Gee. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Volunteers have this offense rolling. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Downs. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You've got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their down. Fires to the right. Perfect timing on that throw and catch. Kept it in bounds for the big completion.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Finds his tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Inside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's loose down the left side. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Northern Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Give him 6. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.